A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. To those who keep wondering what the book is about, this video is for you. So, hi guys, welcome back to the Bookish Gossips.
5 years ago, the town of Fairview supposedly suffered an open and shut tragedy. A popular student named Andy Bell vanished, and the community immediately turned its eyes toward her boyfriend, Sal Singh, the son of a family that never quite felt like it belonged in the town's social circles. When Sal was found dead in the woods, the police didn't bother looking for other suspects. They had a convenient confession text sent from Sal's phone, and for a town already eager to blame him, that was enough to turn the Singhs into permanent pariahs. But high school senior Pip Fitz-Amobi remembers Sal as a kind, gentle neighbor, not a murderer. She reopens the case for her capstone project, convinced that the town's rush to judgment left the real story varied. This graphic shows the exact detail that starts pulling the official police narrative apart. On the left are Sal's normal texts, always lowercase, absolutely no punctuation. On the right is his confession. It has perfect capitalization and grammar. Sal didn't write it. If Sal didn't write the confession, someone else had his phone. That single grammatical flaw proves Sal was framed, and the official timeline used by the Fairview police is a complete fiction. To find out who actually killed Andy Bell, we have to throw out the chronological sequence of the police investigation entirely. We have to look at two separate, overlapping timelines playing out independently on the exact same night. Behind her popular facade, Andy had a hidden life. She was dealing drugs to her classmates, and she was carrying on an illicit relationship with her high school history teacher, Elliot Ward. On the night she vanishes, Andy goes to Elliot to demand hush money. An argument breaks out, and Elliot violently shoves her against the wall. Andy suffers a severe head injury and bleeds heavily. But when Elliot turns his back, Andy wanders off into the night. Elliot panics, incorrectly assuming he has just delivered a fatal blow to his student. This flowchart tracks Elliot's mechanical response to cover his tracks. He murders Sal, exploits the town's bias by planting the phone and fake confession, and blackmails Sal's friends into retracting his alibi, knowing police would never look past their prime suspect. The guilt fractures his mind. Months later, Elliot kidnaps a homeless runaway named Isla and locks her in his attic. In his psychological delusion, he convinces himself that she is Andy, surviving and hiding out. Elliot's actions result in a kidnapping and the cold-blooded murder of an innocent teenage boy. But his entire cover-up is built on a flawed premise. His initial victim, Andy, walked away from him alive. We return to the night of the disappearance. A severely bleeding Andy navigates her way through the dark streets, eventually making it back to her own home. This introduces the second actor in the tragedy. Waiting for Andy at the house is her traumatized younger sister, Becca. Becca has a hidden motive. She recently discovered that Andy supplied the drugs, the roofies, that a local predator used to sexually assault Becca at a party. The sisters face off. An enraged, violated Becca lashes out and pushes her already injured sister. That second physical fall compounds the massive head trauma Andy sustained from Elliot. Andy begins to seize, chokes on her own vomit, and dies. Left alone with the body, Becca drags it to an abandoned farmhouse to hide it. Looking at this dual timeline reveals the tragic irony of the case. Two completely isolated fights, perpetrated by two different people on the exact same night, intersected to create a single dead girl and the perfect illusion of a murder-suicide. Pip's investigation ultimately works. Elliot is arrested, Becca is caught, and the police are forced to clear Sal Singh's name half a decade too late. But the victory is completely hollow. The case exposes how easily the town accepted the destruction of the Singh family because they fit a convenient profile. It took a teenager with a school project to uncover the rot the police were happy to ignore. Digging up that truth comes with a severe psychological toll. Pip's family dog is killed as a warning, and she is forced to process the reality that her best friend's father is a murderer and a kidnapper. Pip realizes the rules she spent her life following are just a script for the powerful. She no longer looks to the system for safety. She understands that if she wants justice in Fairview, she'll have to operate outside the lines. solving the Andy Bell case planted a dark psychological seed. It sets the stage for a protagonist who realizes that to survive the trauma of the truth, she will eventually have to become a monster herself.